Is that working?
Working.
All right. So today we're talking about videos every agent should create. It doesn't have the word should or can, but you could create them. You can create them. You should create them. And hopefully you will create them. And videos, let's just say this. What do you guys spend your evenings looking at? Do you guys look at a newspaper? Do you look at a magazine? What are you guys looking at in the evening?
I usually look at still shots.
Still shots.
Oh, video. Okay, I get it. I look at video. Okay.
Everybody does. I don't care who you are. You are looking at some form of moving pictures. Okay. I'll take it back 100 years. They're video on Netflix, on YouTube, on your phone, social media feeds, everywhere. It's video. That's where the eyeballs are. So that's why we want to be making video, right? You want attention? Does anybody want attention? Yeah, you want attention. So you don't have to like create your own platform. You don't have to have a big following. You just need to go where the conversation already is and create what people are consuming. It's not like magic. Now, there's a lot of mindset hurdles. I know, because I've been through this. I've made podcast episodes and video episodes like 100 times and I've deleted them. And don't do what I did, okay? Because it was like a mindset thing. It's like, man, okay, what, I don't know if it sounds good, or just create it. If no one watches the first 10 or 100 of them, who cares? You've got good practice, right?
Yeah, Jesse, what's the guy's name out in San Diego that's with EXP?
Kyle Whistle.
Kyle's the one that says it. He said, everybody has a hang up about making video and what they look like on video. So do I. So what? Just do the video and put it up there. Nobody cares. You got to just take the action, right?
Yeah. So in fact, follow him. Follow a Whistle. I think it's Whistle Training or Whistle Real Estate Training. Follow him. He's got great. It's mostly about like video content, how to make good video content. So today we're going to talk about specifically scripts, like scripts that you should use, because that's usually where people are like, after they get over the confidence of, okay, I'm going to hit record. They're like, what do I make videos about? Right. So we're going to talk about that. And specifically on the blueprint, this is like prospecting. It says marketing. That's where this comes into play, is you're making noise. You're getting the message out. Hey, folks, I sell real estate. Hey, I help.
Way to justify that it has something to do with what we teach. Thank you.
Bam. Well, we need to get out of obscurity. So, I mean, if you're not on the phone.
Modern age.
Yeah. Either get on the phone and talk to 100 people, or go make a video and let that video be seen and watched by 100 people. And it'll be there forever. So that's a whole nother topic. All right. So I'm going to go hard first. We're going to go with complex, and then we're going to go simple. Okay. So I'm going to show you some stuff that I think is a lot of people are like, and then we'll get into the really stuff that you've seen 100 million times. The first video I suggest that people make, and it's really about you. It's your about you video. It's about me. It should be easy because it's your journey. It's your story. So And you can make different versions of this. It might change. You might find like, hey, the way I tell my story of why I got into real estate and how I love helping people, it changes, or you come up with better ways of telling it. But you want to tell you a origin story. Means this is how I started getting into real estate. This is my story of helping people buy and sell homes. Now, some people are like, well, I don't really know. I'm lost, or maybe you're new to this. That's fine. You can kind of borrow the credentials and the story of the team or Steve or EXP and kind of blend it all together. Okay. So an origin story would be the first story I would suggest. And this is kind of how it goes. And I'm going to give you guys a Word doc with all the scripts that we go over and more. Okay. So in fact, I'll paste that in the comments. Where's the comments at? Let me exit out of this here real quick. Sorry, guys. I want to make sure you have this. Where's my comment tab? Gotta love Zoom. Okay, I'll get it to you after. I don't know where my comments button is. All right, so we'll just go right back into this because I can't apparently find the comment tab.
Are you looking for chat?
Or chat, yeah. It's not popping up on my screen.
Oh, okay.
So like I said, I'll give it to you guys. I promise. I got a link here. Or I'll give.
I'm going to put a test one in there. Did it pop up now?
No.
All right.
Something's wrong with me.
All right, go ahead. You're good.
All right. So I'm going to give you, like I said, all
You
these plus
Zoom.
more. Okay. So origin story script is literally you're telling your backstory. Hey, I really wanted to do something. I wanted to find my purpose. Maybe you're telling like your career story. Like, hey, I started doing XYZ and then I realized, you know what? I love real estate. I love helping people, find their dream area of where they want to live. And so I realized this is probably what I should be doing. And I started helping people buying and selling. And it was amazing. I helped them, accomplish their number one financial goal. And I helped them do this. Just tell that story of why you got into this and kind of how it developed. Okay. It might sound complicated, but it's just your story. That's all it is. It's you getting started. Another story to tell is like a testimonial or a transformation story. This comes from Donald Miller's book called Building a Story Brand. Steve, I think you've gone through some of that training, right?
Man, that's a great book. Great book.
And people want to hear transformations. They love to hear like the before and after, right? So tell those stories. In fact, I've done a lot of marketing for expireds and for sell by owners where I showed like the before picture. This is what the client had, their photos before hiring us. And this is after they hired us. And we sold it and I show the results. Hey, we sold it in X amount of days and X amount of price over and got X amount of offers. So a great story to tell that you can consistently tell and will really connect with the average person is just a before and after, a transformation. Okay. So you could literally sit down with a client and ask them like, hey, what was it like? What were you looking for in a real estate agent? What were you frustrated with? And this is literally, like I said, from this book that a lot of big businesses even use to tell their testimonials. Like Fortune 500 companies are using this exact script for their client testimonials. So if any of you have one customer or one client you've helped, go ask them, hey, would you mind sharing your story of how we helped you and how it turned out? That's it. Okay. Okay. Position story. So this is a story that kind of shows how you fit into the whole real estate. Like there's millions of there's 2 million real estate agents or whatever, right? There's how many in Illinois, Steve? How many agents are in Illinois? You guys got 100,000?
45,000 or 50,000, something like that.
So why should they choose you? Right.
Right.
What makes you different? Maybe you're like, I'm the luxury expert in the suburbs, or I'm the military housing expert in the area. I don't know, whatever your position is. Richard Branson has used this to kind of be like, take on every kind of industry, with Virgin, he took on airline industry and record industry and you name it, cell phone industry, right? But all the Virgin brands that he made. And that's what he did. He just kept on saying, I'm the little guy that's, different and unique in this way. What makes you unique, right? Maybe it's, something you do special that nobody else does. Or maybe it's just your personality. Maybe you're like Steve and you just have a cool, fun personality.
That's what I'm all about, Jesse. You don't have to tell them.
So how does this work? How does this script go? Really, you just say, this is what I do. This is who I do it for. And this is why I'm different. That's the simple version. This is the longer version. It's again, your backstory, but a shortened version of it. Hey, this is, I realized no one was offering free.
Yeah,
Uber.
it could be something as simple as, hi, my name's Steve Merritt with eXp Realty. Just wanted to give you a little background on myself. I got into the real estate industry 15 years ago as an investor. I was previously in another sales industry, and I found that I really enjoyed real estate. I really enjoyed working with buyers and people selling their home. And over the last 15 years I've been in the business, we've sold well over 1,000 homes, and our group specializes in finding those off-market deals that people are really looking for right now. So if you're in the market to buy a house, we feel like we can go above and beyond to help you find something that's not already on the market, so you don't have as much competition. And if you're looking to sell a house, we specialize in getting a top really good price for your home, because we have so much experience in doing that, and we know how to market the property so we get the most exposure. So if we can help you buying or selling, please give us a call at blah, 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 whatever. That's it.
Damn, and that was money.
Make it up. Just make it up. Be honest, but you don't have to. You don't have to go into deep detail. Just basics. Why you're in real estate and how you can help people. Boom.
Bam. Here's another one that really, really works very well. And again, a lot of big companies do this because they want to show their goodwill in the community. And this is like your purpose. It's like beyond, hey, I'm doing this to make big commission checks, right? That's not the purpose story. What is your purpose? Like, oh, I really want to make a difference, and be authentic and real, right? It's not money that is our only driver. There's something else that drives you. Tell that story. Okay. What do you do? What are you really all about? Hey, I just really want to help, maybe you donate a certain amount of money every year to, some autism group. I don't know what it is, but tell that. And you're not doing it to be slimy, like, hey, look at me, we're really helping people. No, do it like authentically and tell your purpose. Like, this is why I want to do it. I want to change the future of neighborhoods in Chicago. I want to do this to help starving kids. And it doesn't have to be something drastic and crazy. It could just be like, hey, I want to turn people's lives around and see them smile when they move into their home. It could be that too. All right. So that's kind of those are kind of like the high level scripts. Those are the 4 different stories that I would recommend you spend some time thinking about. Don't just pump these out on a whim. Spend some time in the next week thinking about your origin story, your transformation stories. What are the clients that could best showcase your business? What is your purpose and position story? Now, these are the ones that everybody can do on a whim. You could literally go make a couple of these today over these next couple scripts. One is a market update. Who here has made a market update? Leave a comment or something. Let us know. Have you made a market update video, or have you sent an email? Have you done something to tell people, here's how the market's doing?
Yes.
Not yet. Okay, Patrice, not yet. And I said not yet, even though you said no, because not yet means you can start and you can do here's the February and March update. Here's the first quarter update. If you're behind on the last 3 months, go make one. Here's what's going on in 2022 with the real estate market. Okay. And in that Word doc, we have an example. Let's see if I can exit out of this real quick. Okay. Boom, boom, boom.
Guys and gals, also with this, if you're not big on social media, you can still use one of the tools we have at EXP is KB Core, and they give you the ability to attach a video in there, correct, Jesse?
Yes.
So you can make
it on
video.
YouTube.
Huh?
Put it on YouTube, because people search for stuff that are keywords about a specific city on YouTube
right.
all the time.
But if you want to send it directly to your sphere of influence or everybody in KB Core, that's a great option as well. You could literally do a video and send it out to, the 200-300 people you have in KB Core, and it's gonna differentiate you.
Yep. And it's simple. It's something everybody's constantly looking for. So what do you include? Talk about the numbers. Hey, this is how many homes sold. This is how many homes are on the market. This is the average price. This is the sold versus list price. What does that mean for you? And then interpret the data.
And where do you find that information, Jesse?
You could find it everywhere on the MLS,
on the MLS.
Zillow. You could literally
screw Zillow.
Yeah,
go to our MLS. Everybody here's an agent. So if you go into MLS and go to InfoSparks, you can find that information for any area. You can break it down by single family home, condo, whatever. But I would suggest just use the entire suburban area or the entire Chicagoland area and say, how many homes are currently listed for sale, how many sold, and like two or three different categories. That's it.
And if you're afraid of saying any projections, go to your real estate association, the Illinois Real Estate Association. They have a projection. And here's what we think is going to happen in the next 6 months. Go say what they said.
Or, did you know in the year over year in Illinois, homes have appreciated $40,000 in value. Whatever it is, you can find that information out there and relay that.
Yeah. This is probably one of the easiest videos to make, and it shouldn't have to be long. You don't got to go on for 5-10 minutes explaining data. Just give a 2 to 3 minute update. This is what's going on. Hey, and if you are looking to buy, it's still a great time to buy because XYZ. And if you're looking to sell, it's still a great time to sell because of XYZ. Cool. All right. The next one is a home tour. We went over how to make a home tour sitting from your desk. You can do that. And if you need a script for that, there's a script for that. But what do we mean by home tour? Go tour your listings and record a video of your listing. Hopefully you do that for every customer. They deserve that. A very simple walkthrough, doesn't have to be even professionally created. You can just walk through, turn your phone, boom, hit record, narrate it, or put some music to it if you don't want to, like, I don't know what to say about this house. Right? So just go record, hit record, please. Tour homes on the market, narrate the features and benefits, and you're good to go. And we have, like I said, a little starter script to get you started on that somewhere on here. Home tour right here. Take a tour of this gorgeous home in Neighborhood City with Steve Merritt, the realtor for the #1 real estate team in the area. Welcome to this, and just go through and describe it. You don't got to overthink this. Please do not overthink this. Okay, let's continue. Home tour videos. You should be making those every single week. Again, you don't want to. Now, I've seen agents abuse this, and they literally flood their feed with just real estate tours. Everybody doesn't want to watch that only. If you want some inspiration, though, go check out Enos. This guy, I'm addicted to his videos. So I always watch them. They show up in my feed. I'm like, I'm clicking now, $100 million. Now, it doesn't have to be $100 million home for it to be interesting. It could be the largest home in my city. Have you seen the swimming pool on this home? Have you seen the neighborhood that this home's located in? That's all it needs to be. It doesn't have to be, I toured Bill Gates' home. It doesn't have to be that. Just something interesting, right? Is that helpful? All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. What do we got? Pros and cons of a city. Okay. What are the things that make your city stand out? Steve, if I were to ask you 1 or 2 things that makes your area that you work in stand out, what would you say? Could you come up with a couple of things?
Absolutely. So if we're talking about the immediate area in Naperville, it has one of the most dynamic downtown areas in the Chicagoland suburbs. Entertainment, restaurants, and by the way, it has per capita the most ice cream shops of any suburb. Something like that. I think that was a quote. That was actually a quote by what's the guy in The Gladiator? That guy came here and he said, Naperville has more ice cream shops than I've ever seen in any town in the world.
Fun facts, y'all. Share some fun facts. In fact, I did a blog article. This is way before. This was actually before. I think. Well, I wasn't on YouTube back then, but I made a blog post about the most expensive home. It was MC Hammer's home in the market that I was in. This is like a decade ago.
Hammer time.
And that was the most clicked and watched and most read.
Jesse, do you have the Hammer Time music? You can play for us real quick. You play that? You got that on your
no
quick reference?
I don't got nothing like that.
So you actually did a video at his house or what?
No, I wrote an article about it. I just took what was on the MLS and said, oh, you got to check out this home. What makes this home cool is it's got 5 bedrooms. And literally that was the most trafficked page on my blog at the time. So I just was talking about something in the city, right? I said most expensive home in city, but talk about what are the things that make your city stand out? What are the things that are making your city kind of a challenge for people? Maybe, hey, we're expanding a lot, so it's causing crowding and there's, a lot of traffic on Fridays. Just tell that story, right? Make a video about it. You will get people watching that because people are moving to that city. They're going to go on YouTube and they're going to go to Google and say, what is it like to live in the city? What are the fun things to do in city? What is the job market like in city name? What's the best restaurants? Which is, we have a script for that too. What are the top 5 restaurants in Naperville? Okay. So pros and cons. Now you can do this on a neighborhood level too. You could also do this on a specific community or HOA, or maybe there's a high rise. Maybe you're like doing Chicago and there's like this one building that's got all these great amenities. Make a video about it. People that are wanting to buy there, they're going to find you. Even if you don't have a listing there, they're going to find you because you're the expert about that building or that, that community. So do the same thing for a city, but also like niche down further. Maybe you're like, I want to own this little district of my city. Make a video about it. Do a tour. Drive through it. Literally, put your phone on your dashboard in your car and drive through and put a little 10-second, 20-second clip. This is what the streets look like. You know, I know they can go to Google Street View, but you're kind of, that's what the value you're adding is. You're summarizing, here's why this is a great place. Here's why you should buy with me. Here's why you should list with me. All right. Is that helpful? So make a pros and cons of your city, make a pros and cons of a neighborhood, make a home tour or neighborhood tour, make a community tour. Okay. Now there's a bunch more on there. We've got videos for 5 restaurants in your city, and just write the name of the restaurant, write where it's located, what you like about it. And if you've never eaten there, probably don't write it, or go check out the reviews on Yelp or Google. I don't know. Steve, can you come up with 5 top restaurants? Yeah, you could, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, number 2.
MG, take a note here. We got to do this.
Yeah, it's simple because people are going to search this, and guess what? You may think, oh, well, how does that lead to real estate?
Cinnaholic. I got a couple we could go talk to and do a review on.
Nice.
Love it.
Here's a script about how to find your dream home. Just read this and insert your city name throughout it. You know, these are from one of Steve's coaches, right? So change that, obviously. How to find your dream home. Here's one for agent attraction. All right, look at this. Make a video for every agent that you welcome to the team. Hey, meet so-and-so name, #1 real estate team, and blah, blah, blah. Here's 3 fun facts you need to know about them. All right. If you want more inspiration, I put a link down here at the bottom too, and that goes to this article that has examples of realtors that have these different types of videos, advice videos for buyers, for sellers, for a whiteboard, a client testimonial, a case study video, a neighborhood tour, a community video, a market update video, tips and tricks, listing video, about me video, promote your company, right? Promote your team. So you've got lots of examples. Now, the thing that people are going to get hung up on, I already know, is the 3 things we kind of started talking about. Why should I do video? Okay, everybody, I got that. I'm afraid of being on camera. Okay, well, practice. Use the scripts that we give you so you know what to say. And you can even start without your face. You could just make some slides. You could walk through a home without showing your face and talk and narrate, right? You don't have to show your face if you're still nervous about that. If you don't have, you know, the charming faces like Steve, hey, you don't have to show your face first. Get warmed up first. Right?
Yeah, sure.
That was a compliment.
Thank you.
You got a bright smile. People love that warm. So if you're afraid of being on camera, I get that. I've been afraid of that too. And I stuttered and I said and 100 times, but guess what? I cut that out, or I re-recorded it.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than prospecting, man. I'll tell you, because you can rewind and cut it and re-record. Yeah. You're prospecting, you just got to go with it. You know, that's how I learned how to do it.
So who I'd like to, instead of just talking about these ideas, who's going to actually go create a list of their next 3 or 4 videos and hit record and publish them?
I will be, honestly. I'm already committed to that. I'm good doing it.
Who's going to do that? Come on, folks. Look, I got a note right here of my own, my first 100 videos, and I'm already recording some of these. I fired my broker in this app. Now I'm targeting real estate agents, right? I almost had a meltdown because this happened in a transaction, right? So I literally just started writing a list of a bunch of ideas, short videos and long videos, and I'm doing this. I'm hitting publish. I'm hitting record. Okay. You don't have to go crazy. You could do this all from your phone if you want. You don't have to have fancy equipment. You don't have to have fancy lights. You just got to hit record and start. So I'm challenging everybody. Patrice said, I will. Chris said, let's go. Leave a comment below. Comment on this video. You're on YouTube, hopefully watching this. If you're watching this later, hopefully you're going to record a video. Let us know. Are you going to record? Are you going to commit to creating value for the marketplace and educating your audience? Educate the buyers on your city. Educate the sellers on the process. You can share here's 3 tips I learned from the last transaction I did. I learned that make sure that you have a good team. Make sure you're surrounded by a brokerage that supports you. Make sure that you know the process of what's next. Make sure XYZ. Share the stories and share what's going on. You don't have to overthink this. That's the problem that's stopping us from for making more videos and more content. So, okay, I'm done. Any questions? You've got ideas, you've got scripts that you could literally read from, or questions that you could answer. If you want to edit, you can edit video inside of Canva, believe it or not. We've talked about this. You just go here, click on video, click on mobile video or video right here, and Canva has templates. If you don't want to even do a show your face, you could just start grabbing stuff that they have over here and be like, boom, all right, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna add in a scene, put a title here, here's my home tour. And you could literally start and record your voice on here. See, you don't have to be original. You don't got to come up with crazy ideas. You just got to hit record and do it.
Love it, love it, love it, Jesse. Great stuff. Great stuff. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody being here today. And if you have any questions, you know where to reach out to us. Jesse, what's our website address? How do they get a hold of us and get all this great content?
I put a link in the description. I'm going to actually post that in there as well. It's extremeagentsvip.com. But you know what? We're having an issue with the www, so don't type www in front of it right now. I'm going to put the link again in the chat for all the scripts. I don't know if the slides make any difference to anybody. I can give you guys the slides too, if you want those.
And then YouTube. We are at Extreme Agents VIP.
Extreme Agents VIP. Go on, yeah, on YouTube. We're on there. If you just type in Extreme Agents VIP, we got a bunch of content on there as well. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this guy, man.
Wow, look at the views. Blowing up.
Hey, there's 7 people that listen to us on that video, and I don't know who they are, but hopefully they got some.
I love every one of them.
All right.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Cheers.